First, I just want to say thank you for everyone coming out and supporting the event. First year, very excited to be out here, and I've been fortunate enough to travel in a lot of places all around the world, and I've never been to Wyoming. This is my first time. I want to thank Rick and of course the judges and Remy and Rich and Melissa and everyone that helped us support this event, all the sponsors, and of course all the fans and competitors of Wyoming and the surrounding areas. It's a privilege to be able to put on events now, being a competitor for so many years, over 20 years. I've been a competitive bodybuilder, and I started off on stages such as this. And I never thought, in the end, number one, I would win the Mr. Olympia competition. Not only once, but several times, but also now as a promoter at several events. It's a huge, huge honor for me to be able to give back and be able to support and see the excitement of these competitors when they get on the stage, and of course the family and friends that support that, because my mom used to travel to all the shows, and my brothers and sisters, my dad, and they didn't understand at the beginning how I got up there and put on that fake tan and shaved my whole body up. And I grew up on a farm in Massachusetts, 6,000 people in my town, so no one was into bodybuilding, and they didn't really understand it. But little did I realize that it become a lifelong dream to be who I've become. And now, of course, to be able to give that back, it's a great pleasure to be able to do that. And I want to thank everyone for their support out here. We're going to continue. That's the most important thing, is that we'll be back next year and the year after. We've committed now, and hopefully we'll continue to see many new faces, and of course the faces that are in front of us today. So thank you guys very, very much. I used to come up, in the Colorado area and guest post. Jeff Taylor, I saw him sitting back there, and I saw a lot of the fans that I've got to see now. It's been 10 years since I've been up this way, and fortunately for me, being a traveling bodybuilder and of course meeting many people over the years, this happens to be the home area of the current Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath. And we're heading into the Olympia in 7 weeks. And Phil is backstage right now. So this is another great pleasure of mine to be able to have, my best friend in bodybuilding, that we've come up together. I've seen Phil from this stage level come up onto the Olympia stage. Our dream was to compete, be top 2. We were. 2010, I beat him. And 2011, he beat me. And of course, I was probably going to walk away, and I decided to come back for 2013. And part of the reason that being is, I was backstage at the Olympia last year, first Olympia I sat on in 10 years. And Phil was back there pacing around, and I tell this story because when I used to compete backstage at the Olympia, everyone else was like kind of together, and I would go in the corner and sit by myself. And when Phil was coming up into the Olympia, and, of course he was finished 3rd the first one, he was 5th the second time, and of course finished 2nd. We started designating our own area back there, and we sat together and had a regular conversation that we have almost on a daily basis because we talk all the time. And he was back there in that corner by himself without me last year, and I was back there doing interviews, and he's like, this kind of sucks, you're not here. So I said, okay, I'll be back next year. And so we'll be backstage this year, and I'd like him to say a few words to all the fans out here, because I know if you're a fan of Jay Cutler, you have to be a fan of Phil Heath, because we're pretty much brothers.
I have to say thank you all for coming out and supporting Jay Cutler. The minute I found out that he was having this bodybuilding event, I said, it's on a Saturday, could be hanging out, watching TV, eating the same boring meals and the same boring everything. And I thought, this is a perfect chance for me to support one of my best friends and to support you guys, because I don't go to very many bodybuilding shows here in this region, and just definitely want to show my support to him and all the athletes as well. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming out. I do appreciate it. I know Jay does as well, along with Richie and Remy. I know that they put on a great event, and who knows, maybe I'll be up here someday, doing a show here. Who knows? But as far as like Jay said, we met April 4th, 2003 at the NBC Northern Colorado, and a couple years after that, we kind of solidified our friendship, and it kind of moved forward really fast. I can't believe in a 10-year span, here we are as four-time Michelin Olympia, two-time Michelin Olympia, and we're getting ready to go at it once again. And I can honestly say that I'm very proud of Jay for being able to be such a class act, not just to me, but as representative of the board. Because we always hear in bodybuilding how self-centered guys are and how it's very cutthroat and this and that. Well, Jay has not only helped me, but he's helped probably 99% of the bodybuilders you guys actually see. He's actually helped out so many guys with helping them out with getting guest appearances at bodybuilding shows, store appearances, contracts, you name it. I mean, because people always want the gold standard, and usually that gold standard comes from Jay Cutler. So I definitely am very privileged to say that I'm not only his friend, but I actually get that gold medal standard, from all the people in the world, and it means a lot because we all want respect, and respect is earned. It's not necessarily given. As far as the Olympia is concerned, I mean, it's just a great way for both of us to have that special time on stage. I mean, like Jay said, backstage I was very, very lost. Obviously I look at Jay as a big brother of mine, so when he's out doing interviews and I'm out, hating life, trying to get the show over with, it just wasn't the same. And I remember winning the Olympia in 2011 with him on stage, and it was such an amazing moment because I got to be up there when I lost, or actually I don't look at it as a loss, I look at it in 2010, I was there second place to Jay, watching him win, and then in 2011 he got to see me win. And it's just a cool moment, so I'm really hoping that we can have that moment again on stage, to whether win or lose, like we get to have that moment, because without him there, it didn't feel the same. And I know Jay's training really hard. We've been on tour all year, really, and we've had a few times to be able to train together, and the guy's definitely ready. I'm not even. I mean, anytime when Jay Cutler's going to be on stage, he pulls your best effort, and we all hope that our best is good enough. But in the long story short, I mean, I just hope and pray to God that as he and I, last two men, and may the best man win. But I just really hope that we can give you guys, the fans, a show of a lifetime. Because I do believe in my heart that this may be one of the last times that you guys see both of us on stage together in this capacity. Oh, you know that. I was not the shade. Yeah, we know Carol. She don't care. See, you tried to set this up. No, but no, seriously, I mean, it's just a great experience to be up on stage with this man, and to know that what he's done has led a legacy that, I mean, heck, if I could do half of what he's done, it would be an amazing trip. But I know that without you guys' support, not just of myself, but guys like Jay Cutler, it's just very difficult. So we really beg for your continued support. When you guys message us online and social networks and come to events, whether it be store appearances, even just to ask for a picture, a handshake, or whatever, it does mean a lot to us when we get ready for those 5 a.m. cardio sessions, those low-carb days where we want to snatch someone's throat out. I mean, we do think of, wow, like, how lucky are we to be able to live our dream and to do it at such a high level and to inspire other people and to also hear your stories, as well as many of you guys have had various situations in life where you've been able to overcome obstacles and to be able to use health and fitness to guide you through that. And that brings us a lot of energy as well. So we just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that. And hope to see you guys in Vegas. And obviously I want to win. but Jay wants to win too, and it's going to be a hell of a show. I know that pose down. I already know that pose down is going to be freaking awesome. I really think that it's going to be the greatest Mr. Olympia of all time. I could honestly, I'm going to sit here and say it's probably going to be the greatest Mr. Olympia of all time because you got myself, you got Jay, you got Branch Warren, you got Kai Green, you got all these amazing guys. They're all champions. And hell, I mean, we're all drawing our best effort. But keep us in your thoughts and prayers for us not to get injured while we're lifting all these crazy weights so that we can give you our best product because I know that our best is going to be good enough. So with that, I'm going to take off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. So I think he pretty much said it. In short, he thinks he's going to win, and I think I'm going to win. So I wish we could. Phil's already back, getting in his car. So we're going to continue with the show, guys. I just wanted to let him be able to speak, and of course, thank you once again for listening. And I'll be backstage, of course, from the lobby. And if you guys want to take a picture or say hello, I'd appreciate that very much. Thank you.